Hey, what's up guys, Julian from smartphonefilmmakingpro.com here, the ultimate online course about smartphone filmmaking. And today we will talk about the Falcon F7 II, and this is the light that you can see here in the back. And this video is not sponsored, however I was lucky enough to get this unit for free, so thank you very much for sending this my way. However, something that I have to mention, as always, everything that you will hear throughout this video and throughout every video basically is 100% my true and honest opinion. So let's talk about what you get with this light. You get a silicone case that you can use to soften the light, you know that it is not that hard. You get a grid to focus the light. You get a carrying case to take the light with you on the go. You get a little arm to mount the light on a rig or wherever you would like to use it. And of course, well, lucky enough, you get the light itself. When it comes to filmmaking, something that gets often overlooked, especially by beginners, is proper lighting for your videos. You know, having a nice camera and nice lenses and a nice phone and so on is important, but having great looking lighting is, in my opinion, even more important. When you have a poorly lit scene, basically it doesn't matter what phone or what camera you are using. This is always gonna look horrible. Sure, it will look better on a cinema camera that's like $70,000 compared to your phone, but it also won't be amazing. On the other hand though, when you light your scene properly, when you have a nice looking lighting situation, you will always get a good final image no matter the camera. So that is very important to understand. So the Falcon F7 II is a full RGB light that has a built-in battery and even some magnets so that you can mount it basically everywhere. And as you can see behind me, this is actually just mounted there using the magnets. On the side of the light you have all your controls, and depending on how long you press the buttons and actually which button you are using, you can switch between all the different modes and all the different settings. For normal shooting purposes, you can pick between 2500 and 9000 Kelvin, which means that you can go from super orange all the way to extremely blue, which means from daylight to tungsten. Another awesome part about this light is that it has a CRI, which stands for Color Rendering Index, of 96, and this basically means that the light quality of this light is very high. With other cheaper LED lights that you can buy off of Amazon or wherever you buy your lights, you often get a much lower CRI level of like 90, and this will lead to color shifts and overall worse looking lighting situations for your scenes. So having a high CRI level is super important when it comes to picking your lights. So with this normal mode, you can use this light as a key light, as a fill light, or as a backlight, or basically however you would like to use it. In the last couple of weeks I was using it as a key light for my videos, and this works just no problem. However, I have to say that I do prefer to use bigger softboxes as a key light because this light is just softer and it looks more flattering on human faces. This does not mean that a softbox is better than this. This just simply comes down to, you know, simple physics. Having a bigger light source from a softbox just makes your light softer. I mostly use this light as I'm using it right now as a fill light. When I'm using a softbox as a key light, I love to have this backlight to separate myself or my subject when I'm shooting a different person from the background. This simply creates more depth in my image. And the awesome part about this light is that it is a full RGB light. So you not only can change the color quantity and the color temperature, you can also dial in basically any color that you would like to have. I like to use blue as a backlight, but you could be using red, green, blue, purple, whatever you prefer, just depending on the different look that you are going for. Back then when I was using, you know, normal LED panels, I always had to carry with me some color gels to get the mood that I was going for. But with this light, I can actually just dial it in on the light itself, or I could also be using my phone and I could connect my phone with the light and dial in the exact color that I would like to have. And another awesome part about this light, that if you're shooting a movie or a short film or whatever you're shooting and you need some specific lighting, like for example a police car or an emergency car driving by, this light actually has all the different modes. You can just start them with a press of a button. And this is just a very cool feature that I really enjoy. Battery life on this light is also pretty dang good. You get about 2.5 to 3 hours, which is fine in my opinion. I think for that money, you really can't go wrong with this light. So overall, a huge recommendation from my side. Actually, there is nothing that I can complain about. I was searching for different things, but actually I really enjoy it. And another thing that I really like about this light is the super flat form factor. When I was using my traditional LED lights, I always had to carry these big Sony MPF batteries to be able to use my lights when I did not have the option to plug them into the wall. And having a light that is that small, that is full RGB, that has a huge output of light that you can actually use as a key light, I feel like you absolutely can't go wrong with this light. And like I said before, even more important than having the absolute best camera and also having the absolute best gear possible is having knowledge on how to properly film stuff. And this is actually the reason why we have created Smartphone Filmmaking Pro. We are the ultimate online course about smartphone filmmaking, and we teach you guys everything that you need to know when it comes to filming with your smartphone. In case you would like to upgrade your smartphone video quality, definitely make sure to watch our totally free webinar, which is 30 minutes long. And like I said before, it's totally free. And in this webinar, I share the top 5 secrets to shooting cinematic video with your smartphone. But that's basically it for today. Again, a huge thanks for sending me this light. And yeah, if you guys are searching for a cheap LED light that is far cheaper compared to the bigger competitors like Aputure lights, for example, you absolutely cannot go wrong with the Falcon F7 II. And also if you're searching for an even smaller light, I also already have reviewed the Falcon F7 Mini, which is basically the same light. It's just like about half the size of this one. So it's even more compact and yeah, also definitely a very awesome light. But yeah, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys have any further questions, make sure to contact me and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.